I'm Sherilyn Wentz.
And I'm Courtney Whiteside.
And this is your Maverick News Show.
Welcome to the lovely month of February.
Lovely?
Well, there's a couple reasons. One being it was Care Week last week. Seeing everybody's names on little Mavericks in the hallways, putting up compliment cards, and having clubs help out with different events each day.
Oh, so that's what that was. I knew something was up.
The purpose of Care Week is to make sure everybody in school feels included instead of having to focus on something else, which brings me to my next reason.
What might that be?
Valentine's Day.
That. I know about that, and so does Zara. Let's hear about the history of the holiday and couples on their relationships.
I'm glad all the love hasn't left the face of the earth.
Oh, don't worry.
Lucky to be coming home again.
Hey there, Mavs. I went around asking all of you couples what is most important in a relationship. Let's see what you guys have to say.
What is the best thing about your guys' relationship?
I think the best thing about a relationship is that we can be super truthful to each other but there's nothing to hide, and communication is a key point in having a good relationship, and it's not hard to communicate with them.
I think it's because we're best friends that we can just be really truthful with each other and we can always talk about things. Whenever I'm having a bad day, I know that she can cheer me up.
The best thing about our relationship is that I can leave my total self around him.
And I can trust her with anything. Like, she knows secrets about me that no one else knows, and I love her.
Having someone there for you and that understands you.
And probably having someone to text all the time.
The most important thing in a relationship is trusting the other person.
I think it's talking out our problems instead of getting in fights.
Probably trust and to get to know each other before you get into something, so you're positive before anything happens. So it's not 1 week relationship or a couple of days. You want to know the person to understand that you actually want to be in a relationship.
Yeah, and I guess if you just need anyone to talk to, they're just always there for you. So that's always good.
There you have it, Mavs. Just remember, having trust and honesty is important in a relationship and will make it the best. I'm Zara Zane. Back to the studio.
I'm glad all the love hasn't left the face of the earth.
Oh, don't worry. It's still around, but that doesn't mean love's everywhere.
That's right. Things like stereotyping get in the way of that.
Based on how girls stereotype each other, it can lead to many types of problems. Last month we covered how girls stereotype each other, and this time we took a look at how it can often lead to bullying.
What age were you when you first started noticing girls were bullying and stereotyping each other?
I was 12 or 13 when I noticed bullying happening.
And it's because people would judge them on what they wear to school.
I noticed stereotyping around middle school age. I think it's the biggest during middle school age. Yeah.
How does technology affect stereotyping between girls?
Technology affects stereotyping because it just makes it that much easier to say something bad about somebody. You can easily just pick up your phone and text something or tweet something or Facebook something, and it's there for thousands of people to see. So
I don't know, I just feel people aren't as scared to say things to people on the internet, so you feel you have the right to judge someone because it's not face to face, so you're not scared of them, when in person you would never say anything like that. So I feel people just feel more brave even though they shouldn't.
Technology affects stereotyping because while you're on Facebook and Twitter, you're exposed to a lot of different types of stereotypes. You're exposed to, the people and the different types of people, and what that does is it sort of lets you judge them before you really know them, because you're seeing all these pictures of different people and you just kind of judge them without getting to know them.
I see it a lot with junior girls. They'll post things on Facebook, make that their status, and they'll post it on Twitter, and they'll make other girls feel bad for no reason when they didn't even do anything that bad, and they just bring other girls down.
100% of females experience being a victim, aggressor, or bystander in female bullying within their school experience.
Stop and prevent bullying to help better the lives of others. It can really make a difference.
Speaking of differences, finding jobs is hard.
Not only is it hard for adults, but it's not easy for teens either.
Andy Lewis knows more about this month's student issue, teenage unemployment.
In America, as the economy plummets, it's been getting harder and harder for teenagers to find jobs. In this segment, we will be interviewing students and Ms. Dittmar from the Career Center about teenage unemployment. All right, so we're here for Nicole. Nicole, do you think that the job crisis have affected teens as much as adults?
Most definitely, because if a company is looking for employees and teens with no experience and adults with experience with the job, who's going to get hired first, the teen or the person with the more experience?
How long did it take you to find your first job?
It took me about 7 months to find my first job.
What was the job?
I was a cashier at Sears.
Oh, nice. Do you feel like the paycheck has been lowered for teens also?
Most definitely, because most companies pay based on experience, and if you have no experience, you're just going to end up making minimum.
Is it hard to find for teenagers to find jobs? Actually, these days it really is. It's probably, I get a lot of students coming through ages 14 through 18 looking for jobs. And right now with the economy the way it is, it's just a hard place for a teenager to find a job. I did a little bit of research and I found out that Washington State is ranked number 3 in the highest unemployment rate among teenagers. So is it harder for teenagers to get jobs as compared to adults? There was a time when there were a lot of jobs. I used to have a board filled with jobs for teenagers, but that hasn't happened in a number of years, and the reason for it is the economy. And what's happened is that jobs that adults typically wouldn't take, the entry-level jobs, they wouldn't take those jobs. But with the economy the way it is, they are filling those jobs, which means the teenagers are not taking those jobs.
So, Nicole, do you have a job?
No, I do not.
Have you tried to get a job? Is it hard searching?
Yeah, it's probably like, it's really hard. It's probably the hardest thing I've ever tried to do. It's been like a year and no luck, so.
Dang. Back to the studio, Mavs.
Places I see teens working at are usually grocery stores, some retail stores, family businesses, and occasionally restaurants.
I have some friends who work at restaurants, but only the ones that are 18 are able to wait the tables.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that just yet. I just go to enjoy the food.
So does Wyatt and Brenna, our top restaurant reviewers.
Where'd they go this month?
Red Mill, a burger joint in Green Lake. Here's their critique.
Hi, I'm Wyatt Rude, and due to many requests this month, we've decided to get a bite to eat at the Red Mill Burger. Besides from burgers, the Red Mill has shakes, malts, sandwiches, and veggie burgers. The restaurant is full of pictures and posters representing Seattle's history. It made me feel right at home. I gave the atmosphere a 5 out of 5. I ordered the Red Mill Bacon Deluxe with cheese, along with Babe's onion rings and a truffle shake. The burger was juicy and the bacon was very crispy. Overall, I gave the food a 5 out of 5. My overall experience reflected why Red Mill is the #1 burger in Seattle. If you're looking for a good burger, this one's worth the drive. I gave my overall experience a 5 out of 5 stars. The Red Mill is located on 67th Avenue in Finney Ridge. So come and try Seattle's best burger. I'm Wyatt Rude, back to the studio.
Make sure you leave us comments below telling us where you think our crew should review next.
Comments are greatly appreciated. And something else that would be, too, is to pick up your trash.
You see trash everywhere. On the ground, in the lunchrooms.
In the bathrooms, in the hallways.
I think they get the point. Here's Autumn and Kate who take a look at the trash.
Hi, I'm Autumn, and for this month, we're going to be focusing on trash. Do you think there's a trash problem at Middledale?
Kids, you know, I think they may not be cognizant of the trash problem.
There's no trash problem at Middledale. It's clean free here, it's clean.
Well, yeah, actually, there probably is. When you look at the amount of trash, trays, lunch products, breakfast products left around for others to pick up, I'd say there probably is, yes.
Do you pick up after yourself?
I think trash is disgusting, and I pick up after myself because it's my responsibility. And even if it's not mine, I pick it up because, I mean, it's good to have the planet clean.
I don't, but the janitor does.
Look at this, Middledale. Look at this. Disrespectful. The bottle's right there, and the trash can's right there. Is it too difficult to put this piece of plastic in here?
What is the student's responsibility regarding their trash?
Our responsibility is to get the trash from the garbage containers to the dumpsters. Your responsibility as students is to get the trash from your tables to the garbage can. Jerry and I try to go around and collect from table to table to make that easier for you.
You know, clean up after yourself, make it better than when you got there. So yeah, I mean, we're not here to pick up after students. We need to pick up the trash and throw it away on the way out.
As you can see, the trash at the school is disgusting. You guys need to pick up after yourselves so the janitors don't have to do it.
Please, Mavs, remember to pick up your trash. It's simple and it makes a big difference.
It really does.
Another different thing happening soon at our school is elections.
That's right. The new executive officers that will be a part of our ASB during the 2012-2013 school year have given their speeches.
And it's a matter of time before we know who makes it in.
Most people don't know what the members of ASB actually do.
The term for this year's officers has come to a close, and here's the scoop on what goes down in the office.
The ASB office.
Being part of exec basically means that you're in charge of a lot of behind the scenes, but you're kind of also like a representation for the school. Like you have to be setting a good example all the time, but you're also doing behind the scenes work. Like you're doing assemblies, you're planning the food drive, you're planning Care Week.
We do a lot of community outreach, talking to businesses around the school about anything that they can like donate or do for us and anything we can do for them. Any school-wide events that don't have to do with like individual classes, like prom, we're not in charge of that, but like homecoming, that was a school-wide event, and we plan those.
I think this year the most notable thing we've done is probably the food drive, because at first we got off to a rocky start, but we ended up reaching a goal of 50,000, and we went to QFC and we stood outside for a total of 24 hours. We made it through freezing cold, and we ended up hitting our goal, so that was really accomplishing for us.
Probably the most notable thing that we have done is homecoming. We really did enjoy that.
We got back a lot of really positive feedback. People said that was like the best homecoming they've ever had, and personally I think it was the best one I've ever had, so yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Next year's execs, I would say that they should plan ahead. It sucks when you have to run around the last minute and try and get everything together.
Don't procrastinate. Like when you have an idea in your head and like you think it's a good idea, just go with your gut.
Give it your all, and like if you have like really good ideas, like don't be afraid to like pursue them, because you really only get one shot. Like some people do get to be an exec twice, but for the most part, like it's like now or never. So just really like go for it and give it your all.
But also go big. Like don't let anything hold you back. Just kind of go for what you can, but also be aware of the challenge that you're taking on. Like it's a big responsibility. There are times when you get super stressed out during homecoming week, but it's worth it.
The last days to vote for your new execs will be today and tomorrow during both lunches on stage in the Great Hall.
Remember to vote for who you think deserves a spot in the office.
That's it for February.
Tune in next time during First Period AT to stay updated with your Maverick news.
Before we go, we'd like to apologize for not giving credit to the following people from our January show.
From the Fair Wages, Fair Work PSA, Hayden Sherrill was a co-producer.
And from Weird News, we'd like to give copyright to Vsauce.
Until next time, have a great month.
And enjoy Leap Day, because you won't see it again until 2016.
I'm Sherilyn Wentz.
And I'm Courtney Whiteside.
See ya!